seeing videos like this. I love getting inspo, and I just thought I'm gonna join this trend because I think it's very cool. I might start with my TBR first and the book I'm currently reading, and then I'm going to move to the books that I want to eventually read. Again, for this video, I have the fluffy mic cover on it. Nobody commented last video if they liked it or not, but I really like it, so I'm gonna keep it on. I think it sounds very soothing, and that's what I really like. Kind of sounds like air or waves. Also, I do not have nails anymore, and I don't know if I'll get nails again in the near future. I said this in my last video as well. I think I'm undergoing a surgery literally tomorrow, less than 24 hours, and I needed to take them off for that surgery. That's what the anesthesiologist, is that what they're called? I'm not sure, but that's what she told me, so I got them taken off. It's very weird. I haven't had my natural nails in 8 months. That's crazy, but yeah, I'm rambling. I'm sorry. Let's get on with this video. I think I'll show you my current read first of all, because why not? And I'm just very excited to talk about it. So the first book that I'm currently reading is this one. This is the Queen Charlotte book. If you guys don't know, this is actually a series, which I literally watched that series like 2-3 weeks ago, and I am obsessed with it. I also obviously watched all of Bridgerton, but this little, what's it called? I mean, it's part of the Bridgerton series, but just like a different kind of thing. I don't really know the word for it right now, I'm sorry. But the Queen Charlotte and King George story is my favorite. I think it's the most romantic, and I must admit, I hate when on books they are people on it, but whatever. But yeah, I feel like probably you guys can relate. Nonetheless, maybe I liked the series more because A, it's very romantic, B, it's like about mental health as well, which I think is very interesting, and C, very random. But I thought to myself, I personally thought that King George was the most attractive male lead in these series, in all of 3 seasons of Bridgerton, and then this series. He's very much my type, so maybe that's also another reason why I enjoyed it a lot. But yeah, I watched the series and I was just obsessed with it. So I decided, okay girl, I just want to stay in this world a little bit longer. And so I decided I will buy the book so I can read the book as well, because I watched the series first and then I read the book, which I think is kind of unusual, but that's what I did. And yeah, I am thus far into the book. I'm on page 118, and I mean, it's extremely similar to the series, which is great, but also there's like a few little things here and there which are a little bit different, which I am thinking is actually kind of cool, because I'm getting like a little bit of new glimpses here and there, which I really like. But I love this. I already know that this will be like a 5-star for me, so this would be my 4th 5-star read I've ever had. I just love it. It's just so good. I'm going to read the back to you, because why not? We are 1 crown, his weight is mine, and mine is his. In 1761, on a sunny day in September, a king and a queen meet for the first time. They are married within hours. Charlotte is beautiful, headstrong, and fiercely intelligent. George is instantly captivated. But as Charlotte falls in love, the king starts to push her away, because George has secrets with the potential to shake the foundations of the monarchy. Thrust into her new role, scared and alone, Charlotte must learn to navigate the intricate politics of the court and to understand that she has been given the power of... What? I don't know, I'm having trouble reading right now. And to understand that she has been given the power to remake society, she must fight for herself, for her husband, and for all her new subjects. For she will never just be Charlotte again. It's time for her to fulfill her destiny as queen. I'm sorry, I don't know why I just said softly DNF'd is this one. It is Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. Sorry, I've never read that name out loud before. This is like a very popular book. I read like 50 pages of it and I was just like kind of confused what was going on. But I do want to read this. This is like a series of like 5 or 6 books at this point. All fairly short with, let me check, about 200 pages. But I think the cover is very beautiful. I don't think so. It's kind of like shiny. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. Also, a cat. I had to buy, obviously. Yeah, so that's that. I will read this one to you as well, because why not? There we go. In a small back alley in Tokyo, there's a cafe which has been serving carefully brewed coffee for more than 100 years, but this coffee shop offers its customers a unique experience, the chance to travel back in time. Before the Coffee Gets Cold, we meet 4 visitors, each of whom is hoping to make use of the cafe's time-traveling offer. In order to confront the lover who left them, receive a letter from their husband whose memory has begun to fade, see their sister one last time, and meet the daughter they never got the chance to know. But the journey into the past does not come without risks. Customers must sit in a particular seat, they cannot leave the cafe, and finally they must return to the present before the coffee gets cold. So that's that. I think it sounded very interesting. Yeah, it's okay so far. Like I said, I softly DNF'd it because I couldn't really get into it. It was just not my vibe, but I feel like maybe this October I might try to read this again because it gave me very much autumn or fall vibes, which was cool. So I'm definitely willing to give this another chance. If it'll have me. No, I'm joking. But yeah, if you've read this book, let me know what you thought. I sometimes have a little bit of struggles with Japanese literature because it can be kind of abstract, I guess. But yeah. So this is book number 2 on my TBR. I'll put it down next to the other one. The last book that I literally bought yesterday. Because, like I said, I'm having a surgery tomorrow, and I don't know for how long I'll be off of work and sick in bed and bored. So I wanted to have a few books at hand, so that if I wanted to, I could read as much as I possibly can, because I'm pretty sure I won't be able to walk after the surgery for a few days at least. Not really. So I got something very different this time. I have not really read that many thrillers yet. If A Good Girl's Guide to Murder and Holly Jackson books count, then I've read those, but besides, I've not really gone into the world of thrillers necessarily. But I was definitely interested in this book. It sounded very interesting. I saw it in like a video somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where anymore. I've seen a few people talk about this because this was a very new release. I've never read a book by Frida McFadden before. If you have, again, let me know in the comments. But yeah, this is a thriller. It is called The Boyfriend, and it has like a little tie with like blood, and this is the side of it. I'll again read back to you, but she's also the author of many other books, like I think The Housemaid, which was like very popular. I haven't read that either, but yeah. She's looking for the perfect man, he's looking for the perfect victim. Sydney Shaw, like every single woman in New York, has terrible luck with dating. She's seen it all. Men who lie in their dating profile, men who stick with her with a dinner bill, and worst of all, men who can't shut up about their mothers. But finally, she hits the jackpot. Her new boyfriend is utterly perfect. He's charming, handsome, and works as a doctor at a local hospital. Sydney is swept off her feet. Then the brutal murder of a young woman, the latest in a string of deaths across the coast, confounds police. The primary suspect, a mystery man who dates his victims before he kills them. Sydney should feel safe. After all, she's of socially awkward kid who's shy. I'm very shy as well. I kind of have social anxiety, so I thought I could maybe relate to him. And it's just like a story about like growing up and just like finding your way in life. So it sounded very promising to me. So that's book number 1. On here I have Verity by Colleen Hoover. I've heard that a lot of people think that this book is not written by Colleen Hoover, which is very funny to me. Because they said it's so good for Colleen Hoover, they don't believe it's by her because it's too good to be true, I guess. So I kind of want to read it. It's also a thriller, so maybe. Also, I think it's supposed to be picked up by a movie or series or something, or Netflix as well. I don't know. Then I have this book, Kills, by Ravena Guron. I don't know if I pronounce this correctly. It's currently $2.99. I saw this recently in a bookstore in my area, and it kind of gave me not Gossip Girl, what? It kind of gave me a Good Girls Guide to Murder vibes. And if you know me, I loved that series. So I was like, ooh, sounds promising. Yeah. So I put that on my wish list. Okay, let's look. What else we got? 5 Survive by Holly Jackson. That's the only Holly Jackson book I haven't read. My boyfriend bought it on his Kindle and I started reading it, and for whatever reason it wasn't clicking. Does anyone else have that issue? I'm not sure, but I have to say I didn't really enjoy the first few pages of it. Another book that I want to read, not now because summer's over, but The Summer of Broken Rules by K.L. Walther. Lots of people say that this book was very good. So I am definitely intrigued to read it as well. But like I said, it's October. I'm not reading a summer book now. I want books which fit the season. If you know, you know. So yeah. Then another book that I have on here, I recently read Blue Sisters by Coco Millers, and I also have Cleopatra and Frankenstein on my TBR. Weirdly enough, I have this thing with authors that I usually not read the most popular one, but the book that came out most recently. Not sure, and I'm pretty sure that Cleopatra and Frankenstein was like her most popular book. So I do have this on my TBR. Another book that I have is Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. Do kind of want to read it. I have another book. Oh, I forgot a book on my TBR. To be honest, I just realized. It is called... God, what's it called? Something about love. It's not like a novel or anything. It's non-fiction, so that's why I'm having sort of a hard time to read it. Because I don't know, when it's like something where you really have to think, like it's not fun to read. It's interesting and you learn from it, but it's not fun in that sense. And so sometimes, especially since I work full time, I just mostly want to read something that's fun and easy, and I don't really have to think. So it's been laying around. I read it here and now and then. So I'm not sure when I will read this. books about philosophy, or not philosophy, psychology. Why did I say that? And one of those books is The Highly Sensitive Person. That's me. I'm highly sensitive. And there's like a few books about it that I put on my TBR, which I would like to read about it to understand myself better. There's also like a book, The Highly Sensitive Person in Love, which I would like to read as well, just to understand myself better sometimes, you know. So yeah. Then I have I Want to Die, but I Want to Eat Tteokbokki by Pexi. That's something I would like to read as well. Another Korean book. It's like this girl who talks to her therapist, and she writes down the conversations that she has with her therapist. And it's supposed to be good. Oh my god. Do you know what is on here? Oh my god, I can't even say. I put Icebreaker on here. I mean, I've had this Kindle for a year, you know. Longer than a year probably. And I put freaking Icebreaker on it. I definitely do not want to read that. If you've read it, no shame. But I've heard that it's just too much. There's just too much sexual tension going on, and I need the romance bit, you know. So I don't know. Another two books that I have on my TBR are the last two books in the Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barn. I read the first two, and I do definitely want to read the other two ones. I read The Naturals and Killer Instinct. Then there's Bad Blood, and what's the last one? All In is the last one. So I'd like to read those as well. Yeah, I think that's actually pretty much it. These are the books that I have like on my immediate TBR or whatever. But the thing is, it fluctuates very often. It's just I see videos and I'm like, oh my god, I want to read this. Oh, also, one last book that's actually on like a big, like it's very high ranked up. I really want to read it very soon. It is Know My Name by Chanel Miller. It's like it's a memoir, I guess. Look up the trigger warnings before you decide if you want to read this or not. But this is definitely